Yes, you already know what it is. Hey, man, let me get through this first. I can't even get through this damn opening monologue, bro.
Go ahead, bro. You said came around like Joe Hendry on their ass, bro.
Shit, bro. Yes, you already know what it is. Two of the best bad guys in the biz. That's Aaron McKee.
What up, y'all?
And I'm Steph Ronin. And we are your 404 HEELZ. And we'd like to welcome you to Word on the Street. Let's get into it, man.
Let's go, y'all. NXT gets the biggest pop I've ever heard from someone y'all ain't supposed to know. Mariah May debuts. Apparently, there's going to be a name change, but this woman shows up. That crowd goes ballistic for AEW, who doesn't create stars. What's your thoughts, my man?
Well, I'm going to beat the drum that I was beating on a couple of months ago that AEW do make stars.
Yeah.
And this is a proven reason why.
Yeah.
Mariah May, her going down to NXT, that's her being humble. That's her saying, let me learn the WWE style. You know, she always said that she wanted to be in the WWE. Now she's going to be there.
It was her life goal. She would have went to Evolve, I think, if they offered her that shit. She just wants to be in WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Now, depending on how they utilize her and stuff, I'm excited for her. I'm happy for her. I'm thrilled that she's going to be in WWE because I've always got that WWE-esque type of vibe from her, even when she was in AEW. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I said, man, if you could, and you said it too months ago. You was like, man, if we can get one wrestler, just pluck him out of AEW and put him in WWE. And you said Mariah May. Like,
Mariah May.
Take her. She's so perfect for the WWE thing. She might be the new residential blonde.
Yeah.
Because she can cut a promo, she can go in the ring, and she has a way better look than any other blonde on that show. I'm
Dominate
right now.
Dirty Dom, stay away from her, bro. All right.
Dirty Dom. He said she got some chicken tendies. I got some. I come over there. But
I just ain't ever heard a pop that big in NXT in my life. Never. Maybe y'all can send me a clip online, show me a bigger pop. They did not pop like Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints.
They didn't pop like that. Yeah.
They didn't pop Ethan Page. They didn't pop Julia. Stephanie Vakir got a pretty good pop.
Yeah.
But Mariah May, that was the biggest pop I've heard, man. Biggest pop I've heard.
Well, so let's keep this a buck. To the NXT crowd credit, I kind of put them in a different genre of fan base than this WWE crowd.
I was saying that too because they like the AEW style. Because I've said it many times, NXT is like WWE and AEW kind of had a baby. Right. Storytelling plus the in-ring gymnastics, if you will.
I still don't get that. I still don't get the gymnastics shit. I don't get it. So I know for a fact that the NXT crowd know about Mariah May now. And I think, and even put the cherry on top, they know about her even more because Mariah May just got out of one of the probably the greatest women's storyline in the history of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
The greatest. The only one I could think better than that one is Lita and Trish.
Yeah.
That's the only one I could think that is
the original storyline.
Right.
Yeah.
The one where it had to make them main event Raw for the first time.
Yeah.
Women main event Raw.
I would say Stephanie and Nikki Bella, that was a good one. That was a good one, bro. That was a good one. You can't hate on it, bro. It was a good one.
I'm not hating. I'm just compared to what Toni Storm and Mariah May did. Nah, bro. I'm so sorry. You have a non-wrestler going against a mediocre wrestler at best. You know what I'm saying? So I disqualified them. But Lita and Trish, definitely one of the greatest women's storylines of all time. But as good as that one is, that shit ain't had nothing on Mariah May and Toni Storm. That shit was phenomenal.
Especially that Hollywood ending match, man. That shit was
that's what
phenomenal.
Put the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, what happened is seeing her be her lackey for that long and then turn on her. And then, this storyline went on for like 2 years.
Yeah. And then we was in Atlanta when Toni Storm dressed up as Mariah May. And woo!
She almost fooled me for a second.
I said, woo! But this also brings me to my next point with Cora Jade. She's on Ariel Helwani, and he's like, would you go to AEW? And she's like, yeah, I would love to go to AEW. But that brings me, does being in WWE guarantee you go to AEW? Because I don't think it does anymore.
No.
I think it did maybe right after COVID, stuff like that, maybe even before COVID. But I was like, the crowd, if Cora Jade shows up to an AEW crowd, I think she gets booed, bro.
Listen, I think you're right. And you're very much right. I'm going to tell you like this, though. Maybe in the past, like you said, it was more predominant for it to happen. But now that AEW has not only planted that flag literally in the ground, they have found their niche, they found their identity, and now like Will Ospreay came out and said it, talked about this.
Yeah.
I wish them guys good luck. I wish the best for them. He said, but not necessarily just because you was in WWE means you can automatically come here in AEW.
Yeah.
Will Ospreay has been firing all cylinders with his interview. I hear some people online say, Will Ospreay, you shut up.
Even Ricochet said it. You know, Ricochet's like the standard's higher now, guys. He's like, now that I got in, the standard's high.
No, he's telling the truth though. The standards of bro, you got to know how to hang in the AEW.
Yeah.
If you can't hang in that ring, you're not going to be successful in AEW.
Yeah.
So let's keep it. Let's keep that at a buck. Maybe sometimes when we didn't see certain people on TV a lot, it's because these motherfuckers can't hang in that ring.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think Cora Jade. Do I think that she would want to go? Yes. Do I think AEW wants her? No. Do I think AEW needs her? Hell no.
Yeah. I think she'll be making a lot of money on OnlyFans, so I think she'll be doing just fine. I think she'll be doing fine financially.
She'll be more than just fine.
Yeah.
Trust me. Now, there is one women's wrestler that just got released by WWE that I do want to see in AEW because I think she can hang and bang in that ring, and that's Dakota Kai.
Yeah. Yeah. She'd be pretty good in there. We'll see what happens.
She'd be real good.
I think they're getting close to. I think some of them are able to be free agents now, but I think Dakota's got to wait. No, wait, Dakota Kai should be a free agent now. Her non-compete should be over with, bro.
Has it been 90 days yet?
I think so. So. Not 90 days, but maybe it was a 30 days for them or something like that. But speaking of the releases, bro, R-Truth, Carlito, and it's looking like maybe The Miz and maybe Karrion Kross contract talks are coming up this summer. How you're feeling on that, bro, with all the releases and a possible Karrion Kross release?
Okay, so let me start off with the Karrion Kross because that's our residential Mr. Sinister on 404 HEELZ. Out of respect for Karrion, I really don't want to get into this too much because I know Karrion Kross, he don't like about his contract info getting leaked. So I ain't gonna say too much about it.
It ain't leaked no more. That shit flooding everywhere now, bro.
I'll let that shit ride out, bro.
Yeah.
But in my heart of heart, I think the WWE will be a fool if they don't resign.
It'd be crazy not to. It'd be crazy not to, man.
I think they would sign him just so he don't make that jump to AEW with the momentum that he has and then go over there.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I don't want as Karrion Kross. I'm gonna leave that over there. Now let's talk about the actual releases. Yeah. Carlito, man, I didn't see that coming, but I'm not surprised.
And they're really not releases. Let's be clear. We're not renewing you. We're not releasing you. We're just not renewing your contract. And they said R-Truth was offered just less money, and R-Truth said, "Nah, I'm good."
No. Okay. So let me talk about this R-Truth shit. Another reason why the IWC be on some bullshit. I don't recall a time where anybody was like, "Hey, you know who we didn't see? You know who we didn't see and we want to see?"
Man, I really wish R-Truth would have came out and had a match. No one said that ever, bro. That.
I don't see a motherfucker having an R-Truth shirt.
Yeah.
I ain't seen all these podcasters I see talking about this and that. Where's your R-Truth shirt? Yeah. Where's all this fandom and love when he wasn't being on TV for months on end?
And if he had that fandom and love, his ass wouldn't be getting released. That's the way it works, guys. Now, if they do it to Karrion Kross with his T-shirt sales, the way they're cooking,
that'd be something
if they
different.
Release that, we know it's all about the TKO. I don't know. Yeah.
It's gonna be TKO era because we are in the TKO era. That's not.
You remember the Good Brothers, the OC? They said it ain't WWE no more. It's TKO. They said don't call WWE, call TKO now, bro. That's crazy, bro. I kind of agree with them because we got Slim Jim tables coming to a show near you, bro. And my thing was I was arguing with people online. They're like, the ads in the ring don't bother me. And I was like, they don't bother me either. And they're like, then why would it bother you that the table? I was like, the ads on the table aren't going to bother me. It's cool. It's a Slim Jim table. I get it. It's what the WWE is becoming because of what they're doing with that.
Exactly.
The look of the ad ain't going to bother me at all. It's just, they're doing this. They're doing this. Let's save money here. Let's add money here. Let's cut these people here. Let's do this. And I'm kind of combining a bunch of TKO shit all into one thing. But TKO wants to renegotiate Roman Reigns' contract right now, bro.
Yeah.
$15 million a year, bro.
Too much money. He's getting paid too much money.
$15 million a year. If I was Roman, I'd say negotiate this, bitches. You ain't fucking changing my fucking contract, man.
Listen, they're going to renegotiate Roman's contract because he's getting paid too much money for the limited dates that he gets. That's what he equated to, right? So go back to TKO. This is the TKO era. This ain't no Triple H era no more. This is the TKO era. Let's make that.
Let's change the era name, bro, guys. It ain't the Renaissance. It ain't Triple H era. TKO era.
Hey, WWE fans, you was talking about this whole week. Y'all on social media and y'all was like, we need a chant, we want truth, in which it actually did. But guess what? On the international vision of the Netflix show of Raw, they kept it in there. But the American, they blurred it out, bro.
Did they really?
They blurred it out.
Shit, I think I watched it live, so I heard it. So I was good. They can only redo it if they unlock like the replays.
Yeah.
So
they blurred it out. So let me say this. Y'all get together and try to start this "We Want Truth" chant, and it came through.
Yeah.
How about we start a new chant? TKO sucks. How about that chant?
I want to see some signs in the crowd.
Yes.
That says "Get TKO out of my WWE."
Get it out.
That's what I want. That's what I want, bro.
Get some TKO sucks chance.
Because when we first found out about the TKO buying, or Endeavor buying, which is TKO, blah blah blah, we thought like they were like, oh, we're just buying this, but y'all are gonna do your own thing still. Like we bought y'all, but it's hands off. That ain't the case no more, bro. That is the furthest thing from the case right now. They're hands on like a motherfucker.
Let's open this box up. The initial sell, Endeavor, eventually came to TKO, was a good thing because most wrestling fans were celebrating it. Why? Let's keep it a buck. Because we knew Vince McMahon was going to be in power no more, and we thought the product was going to get better. Yeah. And for the first year, all the way up to WrestleMania Build to 40, everybody named Mama was so high on WWE. Oh my God, it's the greatest.
And that's maybe when TKO had hands off. Maybe that was when TKO had a little less hands on, you know.
And Triple H was doing more of running, right?
Yeah.
WWE was doing so damn good that no matter what AEW did, people say, AEW, fuck you, AEW sucks. They didn't give a fuck what AEW was doing because they was doing that good. Oh my, how's it?
Now you're like, what's going on over there? What's going on over there? What's going on over there?
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and go on my word in the street. So apparently, a fan reaches out to Tony Khan on Twitter, say, there's a lot of WWE fans said they're going to watch AEW this week.
Yeah.
Or do we gatekeep them or do we let them in? And Tony Khan says what I thought he should say what he should have said as being the promoter and the owner of a company. You let them motherfuckers in and you welcome them with big open arms, and he's not telling no lie.
And my thing about that dumbass fan is how are you going to walk to their house and cut their TV off? How are you going to stop them from fucking watching AEW? What are you going to do, bro? Go cut their cable? I don't know. I don't even get it. Like, should we let them in? Bro, you have no fucking choice. If they want to be in, they in, bro.
This is one or two things why AEW fans is fucking annoying. Yeah. The hardcore AEW fans are fucking annoying because they like to gatekeep their product.
It's like the old ECW fans. They're like, we don't want you WWE fans in our shit. And then guess what happened? You went out of business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Tony Khan knows these things, and he's like, we don't want to repeat history, so let them in with open arms. Because it's not the first time it happened.
Yeah.
Everybody remember 2019, Hell in a Cell, Bray Wyatt, The Fiend versus freaking Rollins, and the Hell in a Cell match was ended in a disqualification. And at the end of the show, the crowd started chanting AEW, AEW, and they were booing that fucking finish. So this ain't the first time we had a bunch of WWE fans come over and watch AEW.
Let me ask you this. Without COVID, that just derailed everything. Do you think AEW would be like less than where they're at, more than where they're at, or way higher than where they're at if it wasn't for COVID?
I think they're right around the same where they was going to be at, if not just a little bit higher, but I think they're right on course. Yeah. Because you got to remember, WWE fucked the game up, bro. When TK, that run for that year, when WWE sold it, Vince stepped down, TKO bought it, and then I built the WrestleMania 40. WWE was the hottest fucking ticket in the land.
Yeah. I remember being at the Royal Rumble in Tampa so Vince had his first fucking shit that happened, and he kind of sold it, but he came back into power, And then that WrestleMania weekend, or Royal Rumble weekend, he got the Janelle Grant shit came out, and they're like, we gotta get rid of this motherfucker. We was all talking about it amongst ourselves. We're like, damn, this motherfucker in trouble. That was with the Kofi Kingston dildos and all that shit, bro. Like, he had the dildos named after different wrestlers, bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he had different dildos.
Me get the Kofi.
Yeah, let me get the Kofi tonight. Let me get that hornswoggle.
Oh man, not the hornswoggle. That must be the butt plug. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. There's trouble in paradise right now.
Yeah.
And the
fans are turning.
The fans are coming to watch AEW. I am interested to see how people are reacting to the Fyter Fest and how the numbers are going to do. I'm interested to see. Because if this is true, this is nothing but another win for AEW, another L for the E. Now, I think this is what happens.
They opened more sections at Texas Stadium, I think, or the baseball stadium for All In. I think they opened because I kept seeing the capacity was 16,000. Now I see the capacity is like 21,000. So I think as tickets are selling, and now that they're actually like everyone was giving shit to AEW about like they're like, oh, they've only sold 14,000 tickets in a baseball stadium. I was like, they haven't announced a single fucking match yet, guys. Now we got 3 announced. You know what I'm saying? So
we got 3 matches announced, and they're already opening more sections. So what do you think is going to happen when more of the card gets revealed?
Yeah, and so you know, we know that bitch going to be about 5 hours. So
and let me tell you something. Hey, shit, 6. It's gonna be 6. Listen,
part 1, part 2, bro.
Shit, fucking interlude, prelude, shit, intermission, everything. Listen, AEW is playing it smart too. You know why? Because AEW isn't throwing shots at WWE. They're acting like WWE don't even fucking exist on TV. Right? WWE is still trying to find ways to get.
Even the Street Profits on Friday before the Sesame Street game came out. They said we're the best tag team in WWE, and any other promotion. I was like, even that subtle thing, you're taking digs at AEW, man. You know, it's like stop.
But the thing is, this is what happens when what they thought was going to happen and what they think was going to do is not happening, come to fruition. Man, listen, you asked me months ago, do I think WWE is going to get hot or fall down, bro? I got so much fucking heat from this from other people. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. No, motherfucker, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's showing me right now, again, because we didn't know how TKO was going to take over this shit.
Yeah.
We seeing how TKO is putting their nose in every bit of the fucking way, all right? And to the motherfucker that took my take, stop taking my shit, man. Took my fucking shit. Triple H was held hostage at gunpoint when he fucking made that damn fucking announcement about moving Manias and fucking Money in the Bank and whoever it's supposed to be in New Orleans. So that's not an even trade, Triple H. First of all, stop trying to make it like it's a fucking even trade. So please, from Aaron McKee, from Steph Ronin, if you're going to take the 4-4 HEELZ take, can you at least give us some goddamn credit?
Yeah.
Please. Don't just watch our show and write down the shit you like and then try to
and now TKO trying to say that they're going to announce where Mania is going to be next year, and they really don't know how to do it because of the backlash of taking it away from New Orleans. It's like, bitch, just announce it. Just do it. Just send out a press release. Vegas next year. We all know where it's going, y'all. We all know where it's going.
That's it. Make it easier on yourselves and just announce it and get done with it.
Yeah.
The more you try to hold on to it, hold it close to the vest and make us think like, oh, it's going to go here. We all know it's going to Vegas because it's a money grab.
Yeah.
They'll make more money in Vegas, and we all know these things. So,
yeah.
I've watched Raw, I watched SmackDown, and there's a piece of me, and I'm going back to watch old WWE clips. I'm like, this product don't feel the same. It don't even feel the same like it did a year ago to the build up to WrestleMania 40. It's not the same product. This is more commercialized. When you have, and to your credit, I know you don't like paying $50 for AEW, but I'd rather pay that $50 than to watch a free PLE show with a fucking bunch of fucking commercials in it.
Yeah,
this is a PLE pay-per-view, but we getting commercials?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want commercials. That's why I'm paying. AEW, you get no commercial. You get nothing but straight wrestling, straight show for how many hours, how they want to have it, and there's no commercials. And I'll pay the $50 gladly than to watch something for free on Peacock and it has a shit ton of fucking commercials, bro.
And quit showing people Netflix, other people in the audience at Raw. I've yet I mean, Raw has been on Netflix since January. I've yet to see a random actor in the crowd at Raw that y'all announce and be like, let me check out that show. It's yet to happen. It's yet to happen, guys. It hasn't happened now one time.
And you know what? Let's go ahead and get into it, because this is a word on the street last week that I forgot to talk about, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. Your boy, the two comedians, Big Boy.
Yeah, Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. Tom Segura is the one that called wrestling fans retarded.
And then he was on the damn thing. Now, reports just came out. Word on the street is that there was a lot of talent that was upset that he wouldn't even speak to him. That he was.
They wouldn't even fuck with him.
With him. What do you think about what he said and them bringing on the show? What's your whole thoughts about this?
Well, so I really like comedy. The motherfucker has a comedy podcast. He was just talking shit. That's what they do. I didn't take it too seriously. What was funny is him and his wife's podcast is called Not Your Mom's House. So she was talking about how back in the day, a date took her to one of these events. Right. And then that's what sparked him being like, well, those fans are retarded. Only people who are retarded, blah. He said retarded a bunch of times. Right. But what was funny is Christina P., his wife, was like, yeah, it is fucking stupid. But then in the same breath, she said, but it was actually really fun to be in the build. Like, she literally said all that shit. But the funniest part was the backlash was going on when Raw's on, right? And then Sam Roberts and I forget the other girl's name. God, I'm blanking on her name right now. But they do a Raw recap podcast. Right. And they were advertising Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer the whole time to be on Raw recap. It was only Bert. Tom didn't even make the show. Bert made an excuse like, oh, Tom had to get on a plane, blah, blah, blah. He can't make it. But I was like, bullshit, man. Bullshit. WWE said, hey, we're not having him on the show.
I don't know if WWE said we're not having him on the show or a couple of talents walked up to him and confronted him. Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. The pro wrestling industry is very fraternal, right? Whether you're a fan or you're an actual pro wrestler taking bumps and you're a producer or whatever, if you in this industry, it's very fraternal, because you better not talk shit about it. You better not say how fake it is. You better not call the fans retarded. I know the stereotype of pro wrestling fans, the overweight, fat, live in a mother's basement, don't have a girlfriend type of fans. I understand that shit. And we all know, but most of that ain't true. Like we're big wrestling fans, but we got a whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Women, wives, and children's and jobs and everything. Yeah. So we, this is what we come to release. You know what I'm saying? This is our hobby. It's what we do. So we know what's up. But when you say what you said, and you say it numerous times, it wasn't just a one-off. You kept emphasizing how retarded fans are, how dumb the fucking sport is, and how stupid it is because it's fake fight this, fake fight that. You got to get prepared. You got to answer to that shit. Yeah. You got to answer for that shit, bro. You can't, see, they're going to pull your motherfucking card. You can't talk shit nowadays and not get your card pulled no more. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't back in the times, back in the day when we grew up, motherfucker wasn't no social media, wasn't nothing. Yeah. Now, if you talk shit on social media, somebody gonna pull your motherfucking card. Yeah. So you got to amend and fucking face the things that you said when you in their house. You got to show respect.
Yeah. See, I grew up, though. Me and you both grew up in that era where, sometimes I would want to wear my wrestling shirt to school, but I didn't, because I didn't want to get made fun of that day. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So wrestling fans are kind of used to it in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if a comedian who's never really watched the product, all that shit, and even people like Joe Rogan, who is, Tom and Bert's boy, he, even before he had any wrestler on his show at all, talked so much shit about wrestling. But then when he had the likes of Ric Flair, Undertaker on the show, he's like, man, I got mad respect for these people. Because I remember, or even Hulk Hogan, because Hulk Hogan was talking about how, he was like, when he, who was it? Him and The Rock's feud, when he took a ball peen hammer to the back of Rock's head. And Joe Rogan's like, yeah, but it was a fake hammer. And he was like, no, it was a real hammer, bro. He's like, I just made sure I didn't fucking hit him in the fucking head with it. And, Joe Rogan was just shocked, you think it's fake, which it's not fake, it's scripted, but
there you go.
Yeah. But people think every aspect of it is completely fake. They think the ring is just fucking this cushy pillow that you land. You know what I'm saying? So there's just common misconceptions from people who haven't seen it. So I look forward to listening to Two Bears, One Cave when Tom and Bert talk about the hate that they got because of Tom at the Raw. I look forward to it.
So my advice to any pro any wrestling to anybody who doesn't watch pro wrestling, just shut the fuck up unless you watch it.
Unless you watch it, yeah.
Because I don't watch WWE, NBA basketball, so I'm not gonna sit here and talk about this and that because I don't.
I'll
watch
talk
the
about
product.
that shit all day. Caitlin Clark, the GOAT, baby.
She's great. Like, she's good. I know that to be true, but I'm not gonna sit here and talk about something that I really don't watch. Again, we talked about this before. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a fan of Seinfeld, but I can't talk about it because I never watched it.
I never watched it either. So people are like, it's hilarious. I'm like, I bet it is.
It probably is, but it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, when you talk about something and you say the generalization and the stereotypical things about something that you don't watch, it makes you look more like a fucking idiot, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Cut that bullshit out.
Cut that bullshit.
And stop stealing our goddamn takes, man. Shit.
All right, bro. I got one for you. So I brought up Hornswoggle a lot this week just because I listened to him on Chris Van Fleet, bro. He was on the pod. But this man said...
Call that nigga Hornswoggle. Did you say Hornswoggle?
No, I said Hornswoggle.
Oh,
Hornswoggle, bro. I didn't say Hornswoggle. No, just Hornswoggle, bro. My boy Hornswoggle, bro. He says that the WWE fans have been given too much behind the scenes access. And I know you agree with this.
And why did he say that?
Just because he's like, all these entitled fans online, they just think. And like he said, he won't even watch a PLE with his son because his son expects something to happen at the PLE. And then because of online chatter and all that shit. And then when it doesn't happen, his son's like devastated. And he's like, man, he's like, quit reading that shit online. He's like, just watch the show as a fan. And I know we have a podcast, so we do it a little differently. We watch it with different eyeballs, shit like that. But like, I expect something, like I wanted Rock to be at WrestleMania, but like that didn't kill WrestleMania for me. Other shit killed WrestleMania for me, like mainly that first night, except for the triple threat at the end. But like the second night was great, and the second night, except for the last match, but The Rock showing up did not ruin it for me, or not ruin it for him. Travis Scott showing up ruined it for me. You know what I'm saying?
Because I didn't expect him to show up.
I didn't expect him to show up, and then he showed up.
And it's like, boo, boo, boo.
Yeah.
But again, it goes back to where we was harping on, a couple weeks ago. Too much access makes people feel like they know what the fuck is going on, and they only know this is only a fraction of what's going on. They showing you. It's still a whole nother you don't know about
that we're about to see this summer on Unreal.
We about to see
We about to get that other side real quick, bro.
We're about to see it, but that's my point, though. You feel what I'm saying? It's like when you expose too much of the business, and this is what I do agree with Jim Cornette about. This business isn't meant to be exposed in that light, though.
It was never built that way. That way. Yeah.
This ain't the NFL behind the scene production. We want to see all that type of shit. It's a different thing. Some of this stuff we don't want to see. I don't want to see it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't need to. Some people like it. I'm not knocking them. That's good. I feel you. But I'm just saying, WWE, when you let everybody in behind the curtain, and then you can't get mad when motherfuckers have opinion about what you showed them.
It would be like if you watch a magician show and you're like blown away. You're like, how the fuck did he do that? And then you go home and there's a show on YouTube telling you exactly how he did that.
Right.
You just took away
the magic.
Yeah.
See, that is a huge part of pro wrestling, is the magic of what if, is this really supposed to happen? Or I don't know, or my God, that look real. So you taking away that from wrestling, and that is one of the main foundations of pro wrestling, is having that line between reality and fantasy blurred.
Yeah.
That is all about wrestling.
Kids today, like the best part about pro wrestling when I was a kid was growing up was actually kind of thinking it was fucking real. You know what I mean? I thought that shit was real growing up. Now kids today's, bro, they know for a fact that shit ain't real. Like straight up, no doubt, that shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, that's kind of like the downfall. Because the argument with other kids was, is it real? Is it fake? That argument is done. It's done.
No, it's completely done.
Yeah.
It's completely done. But see, like I said, even growing up, again, that's why I was so enamored with Goldberg because that motherfucker, I was like, that motherfucker, like, he hurts the most.
Oh.
Because to me, I thought this shit was real, bro.
Yeah.
When NWO was coming out with baseball bats and all types of shit, bro, and the security, I'm like, yo, they're going crazy on this show.
Undertaker Kane, I was like, man, he just left his little brother to die in that house, bro. I was like, he just left his little brother to die. That is insane to me, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm like, Kane's brother, bro. I remember that shit. One of the greatest debuts in WWE history.
Yeah.
Kane coming through, ripping off the damn cage door. It's gotta be Kane.
Yeah.
It's Kane. That shit sticks with me forever because when I saw that motherfucker and he had that damn music hit and he came out with all that red on, I said, this motherfucker right here. I said, little bro, like more like big bro.
Yeah.
Shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So again, you taking away one of the foundations, the allure of like, oh, is it real? Is it not? They taking it away.
Yeah. And
now
when Vince fired Stone Cold on TV, I was like, oh shit, Stone Cold ain't got a job no more. like we thought, I was like, what is real? What's fake? Now, like no 8-year-old kid, obviously tech savvy motherfuckers, they're gonna know the shit's fake from the jump. So I think that's gonna cause them to lose a lot of lifelong fans in the long run. I think
you want a soundbite? Here's a soundbite. I believe our generation, well, not our generation, but the generation after us, is the last of the true, real pro wrestling fan. And I'm talking about the real pro wrestling fan where they feel like they grew up where they thought it was real, and then they found out later on as they got older it wasn't real, but we still have a love for it because of how we was raised. And so our love and how we view wrestling is totally different from everybody who's coming after the generation after us. Everybody who's coming up, they look at wrestling a whole different way now. It's a whole different how they view it, how they criticize it, it's a different fucking spectrum.
It's like the show Bar Rescue. I love that show. The second I found out that shit was not real, I said, I'm never watching this shit again. You know what I'm saying?
See, I knew that shit wasn't real. When I saw that motherfucker screaming in people's faces and they wouldn't say nothing back, I was like, wait a minute. Ain't no way in the hell motherfucker would say nothing like some half the way he acted.
I'm gonna swing on this motherfucker real quick. Yeah.
I don't give a you gonna get your ass whipped on these TV cameras right here, but you keep on talking to me that way. Shit. But I'm saying the pro wrestling fan has changed.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
This is why we get from the IWC. This is what you're getting right now. You're getting old school wrestling fans with this new school wrestling fans. This is what the battle is.
Yeah.
It's gonna come a time where it don't matter if it's AEW or if it's WWE. It's gonna be the old school pro wrestling fans and how they view it and what's supposed to go on, and you get this new school pro wrestling fan.
Yeah.
See, the new school pro wrestling fan think they know more than the old school pro wrestling fan because they have a wider glimpse of what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah. And what Triple H always wants to say is, we don't want to assault their intelligence. I was like, it's not about that, man. It's not about that. It's not like after I watch a fucking Transformers movie, the director, Michael Bay, comes on. He's like, y'all know robots don't exist, right?
Right.
Like, it's not like, I know, bro, but you don't have to insult my intelligence, bro. I want the escape, the release to watch it and be like, I think it's kind of real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But regardless of that, I'm watching that Unreal show just see what's popping off.
No, of course.
Yeah.
I'm a peep in, you know what I'm saying, poke my head through the door a little bit, look around and see what's going on. But I wouldn't be mad if I missed an episode of 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I missed 1 or 3 of them, I ain't gonna trip. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something I'm just not really into. You know what I mean? I just don't want to know how the magic tricks are performed.
So keeping it on the TKO bandwagon, bro. Nick Khan sells $4 million worth of shares of TKO, right? Just did that yesterday. Sold $4 million worth of stock in TKO.
Mm-hmm. That's the one else.
Vince McMahon,
there we go,
sells TKO stock. He goes down from a 4% owner to a 3% owner. Now, Jonathan Coachman, you wrong, because that doesn't sound like a man that wants to rebuy WWE. And I was right, because it's not going to happen, because Vince McMahon starts a new production company called 14th and 1. I don't know the meaning of 14th and 1, but a lot of people selling TKO stock. I wonder why. What's up? What's the deal? What's your thoughts?
Because TKO has got their hands in WWE more than they initially thought. And they know TKO is going to fuck up the WWE. Like, who said
Sell it while it's high right now? Sell it while it's high.
Who said it? This ain't the same WWE no more? Who said it?
The Good Brothers.
The Good
Brothers.
The OC.
Said,
this ain't the same WWE you know. It's a whole different show.
Yeah.
And word on the street is morale in the backstage in WWE after what happened this week with the releases. People on thin ice. People are walking on thin ice. People
bet,
don't
bro.
know what to expect.
It was funny. Someone said, if they can release R-Truth, they can release anyone. I was like, well, they're not going to release Rhea Ripley. They're not going to release Cody Rhodes. Like,
Nah.
that's not happening.
Nah.
I was like, anyone that's on R-Truth's level, yeah, they can probably be gone. Maybe The Miz. That'd be sad to see, man, because he would do anything for WWE. You know what I'm
And
saying?
look, and
like, R-Truth had a TNA run, all that. Like, he's worked in other promotions. Miz has never worked in another promotion, ever.
He's
one of the few.
WWE
One of the few.
talent.
He didn't do no OVW. He didn't do none of that. None of that. He's just, I mean, tough enough. That's what he did. Lost, but
homegrown talent.
Yeah.
He's a strictly homegrown WWE
but he's
talent.
but he's a 20+ year vet too, which people need to keep that. And again, people are not buying a Raw or SmackDown ticket to go see The Miz. Let's be realistic. What do you say? We keep it 100. We keep it a buck.
Yeah.
People aren't doing that right. You don't see Miz's shirts at the fucking t-shirt stand.
No, you don't.
In WWE. You know why? Because no one's buying them, guys. If y'all were buying them, he would not be getting released. That's the way it works.
Hey, that's why AJ Styles contract is up at the end of this year.
Yeah. Which, again, I don't see AJ Styles shirts anywhere. As much as we love him. I love him. In-ring, phenomenal. One of the maybe top
greatest.
5. One of top 5 in-ring performers of all time.
Yes.
His merch ain't selling right now, y'all. And TKO looks at that. That TKO don't look at names no more. They look at the numbers, guys. And let me bring this up real quick. Jake Paul has been arguing with Dana White right now about, like, he's always talked shit about Dana White with how much Dana White pays UFC fighters, aka how much TKO pays UFC fighters. Jake Paul has always said they deserve more money. He's boxing over here making millions of dollars for a fucking scrimmage match with Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Millions. And he's like, y'all fighters should be making more money. He fights for fighter pay. It's crazy. And now we hear these rumors about TKO firing this person because he makes too much. He doesn't deserve that. We want to renegotiate fucking Roman Reigns' contract. And what's UFC right now? In my opinion, superstar-wise, they're at an all-time low right now. There's no big names in UFC right now. I mean, you got Sugar Sean O'Malley, who's fighting this weekend, same night as Money in the Bank. But, Patty Pimblett, no. Your biggest name's John Jones. He's basically retired now. Conor McGregor's off doing cocaine and fucking on yachts and shit. The big names are you pushed your big names out because of your pay scale. And that, it seems that's what is kind of taking over WWE right now. You're making too much money. You're gone. We need to renegotiate you know what I'm saying?
So you're basically telling me the post that we posted a few months ago when I said the WWE is going to be like the NFL. They don't care about the stars. The product itself is the star.
Yeah, the Shield's the star.
The Shield's the star.
Yeah.
That W is going to be the star. They don't care. If they got to take some LFG type dudes and spin them and put gimmicks on them and bring them up,
they think that would work like it works in the NFL. It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
Not in pro wrestling. Because you have to build a connection with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Roman has a connection with the crowd. Rhea has a connection. These guys have connections with the crowd. And this is what people get emotionally invested in and coming to these shows and spending money on the merchandise and every type of thing. So, again, all this talk that I hear from certain people and certain podcasters, I rock with y'all, but when y'all say this shit, y'all lose me. Just because you don't take a bump in the ring, you can't criticize. Fucking bullshit. If I can criticize a goddamn professional NFL game, I ain't play a lick of goddamn NFL football in my life.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me I can't criticize pro wrestling? That's bullshit. I hate when they say shit like that. Stop that bullshit.
There's many people on ESPN who never played professional sports.
Right.
Stephen A. Smith made millions of dollars doing it. You know what I'm saying?
It's about who you know and what you know. It ain't about it's not about your experience. You know what I'm saying? So let's flip the card around. So just because such and such play NFL football for X amount of years, that automatically means that when he retires, he should be able to jump on ESPN. Yeah. How about that shit? Oh, professional wrestler was a professional wrestler for X amount of many years. Or when he retires, he started a podcast. Does that mean that he shouldn't start a podcast because he's never been a podcaster before? See, it goes both ways, man.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers is wilding out here by saying shit like that.
Yeah.
You never took a bump, so you can't criticize. I can criticize and say what the hell I want to say. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's called. It's our opinions. That's all podcasters are, is nothing but people's opinions. Different opinions. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So cut that bullshit out, man.
Yeah.
Cut it out, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
And we get Jonathan Coachman. He was 100% wrong about Vince McMahon trying to buy WWE again because Vince McMahon is selling his shares. But he says, and we've probably brought this up many, many times, but he says Triple H, he said this yesterday, has 18 months left in the WWE maximum. How do you feel?
Where did he get these numbers from? Where did he get these numbers from?
Where did he get Vince wants to buy back WWE numbers from, bro?
Well, and then he was wrong on that.
Selling stocks. That's what I'm saying.
He was wrong on that. So
do you believe Coach? Do you believe Coach, or you
no,
not
I don't believe
Coach?
Coach, bro. See, anything Coach say or Vince Russo say, I'm gonna leave it by the wayside. Not again. You fool me once, shame on you. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I ain't gonna do it, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna look.
So you think in 18 months, Triple H is still head of creative in WWE?
Is this a contract that he knows he got 18 months left? I mean, where did he get these numbers from?
Yeah, they can fire. I mean, they can release him. But will Triple H WrestleMania 43? Will he be in charge?
Let me tell you something.
Not 42, 43.
Yes, he still will be in charge.
Yes, still okay.
But let me tell you something. If TKO wanted Triple H gone, they can just release him from his contract.
Yeah, because they say a lot of Rock Triple H drama all the time backstage. And you know what? It might not be TKO killing WWE. It might be Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
It could be a combination of everybody.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It could be a combination of Triple H, Dwayne Johnson, TKO, everybody.
Money hungry sons of bitches. That's who it could be.
This ain't the same show, bro. Like I don't have that in my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being honest. In my heart, when I turn on Raw and SmackDown now, bro, the excitement ain't there no more, bro.
Really?
I used to be hella excited to watch these episodes every fucking week. Now, there's only excitement for AEW because that's the resemblance of pro wrestling that I can remember that I grew up is similar to. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I'm watching with WWE right now, bro. I don't know what that shit is, but it ain't pro wrestling. I'll tell you that.
I still got excitement in my heart. It's still there. It's still there, big dog. It's still there. Man. Especially at live events. When I went to Greenville, so excited to walk in and still see it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not talk about live events. That's just different. That's a whole animal right there. I'm talking about watching it at home.
Yeah.
And seeing all this product placement in front of my fucking face.
Yeah.
Every time, bro. It's like, I get it. You got to make money. I get it. But at the same time, can we have a balance?
Yeah.
Can it not be so obvious? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
And let me ask you this. So Triple H, I think, has a prime opportunity here, bro. Because all the online hate, bro. All this online hate for Triple H. How would you like him to come on screen as a heel and just be like talking shit to the fans, bro? He could even come out. I know Bully Ray and them said John Cena should come out and say, I released our truth. I said, no. Triple H should come out and say, I released our truth.
Yeah.
I released your boy. Triple H has a prime opportunity to, I know it's like a Vince 2.0, but if this man comes out, bro, and just goes straight heel on everyone, I think it could give a resurgence to the downward ratings of Raw on Netflix, bro.
So we're just rehashing the Authority storyline again. That's all we're doing.
I mean, that's what wrestling is, bro. We retool storylines and make them today relevant, bro.
Yeah.
How would you like to see it, though? Would it make sense to you? Would you want to see it?
I would, in a way, but at the same time, I wouldn't, because the payoff, where we all want to see him in the match, ain't going to happen.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that ever again.
So he'd just be literally a on-screen character that can't even get scuffles and fights and stuff.
He'd come out and take a couple moves, maybe. I don't
think he could take no bumps, bro.
No,
I don't think he could take any bumps anymore.
Yeah,
I mean he had a heart.
Maybe that's a gimmick he plays. If you touch me, you're fired, type shit. You know, throw it in there, bro. He's gotta. I feel like with the internet always talking shit about Triple H, he's got a chance to come out here and switch it up.
I will say this: as many people that do talk shit about Triple H and his booking, there is a whole other army of people who call him Papa H and they support everything he fucking do.
Yeah.
So I don't think, as much as you think it will go good, it's not gonna go that good because it's still gonna be a lot of cheers more. So even though they're gonna try and play a heel, they still ain't gonna receive him that way because a lot of people still fuck with Triple H and what he's doing for the WWE because a lot of people saying it's a hell lot better than what Vince was doing. All right, and again, it's not on H.
It's hard to say it's better than what Vince is doing because Vince's career has been so long. Was it better than what Vince was doing in 2020 and 2019? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it better than what he was doing back in what I think is ruthless aggression era? No. Like ruthless aggression is still the best era of all time. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say he's doing better than Vince or he's doing worse than Vince. Vince's fucking career as the booker is so fucking long, bro. It's you can't compare it. You can't compare it. Which era? When people say he's doing better than Vince, I'm gonna start asking, well, what Vince? What years? What years are we talking?
Right.
Because there's times where Vince could do no wrong. Everything hit every week. And then there was times where like, I'm turning this shit off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's hard to say that, bro. It's hard to say that.
But I mean, again, because so many people was waiting for Vince to get out the door because he was all senile and too old, don't know the business no more. He don't know what he's doing. And when Triple H came, he was like a breath of fresh air, and it's like, he's good. But see, this is what happens. The devil will fucking disguise itself in the form of goodness just for you to get sucked in. Because everything you think is good ain't good for you. And right now, that fact is being proven because WWE is about 2 steps away from becoming TKO.
Yeah.
It's gonna be called TKO WrestleMania.
Yeah.
TKO
it's gonna be WWE brought to you by TKO.
That's exactly what's going on, man. So hey, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. Let's not get this twisted. I think anybody right now who is talking shit about the way WWE is producing their shows and everything that's going on backstage I don't think no one wants to see the WWE fail.
Yeah.
I just think people are fucking seeing through the bullshit already. Like, yo, TKO, this is nothing but a money grab. They said, word on the street, they said that a lot of people that bought tickets to WrestleMania this year wasn't even wrestling fans.
That's like Cowboys games in Dallas, man. They're not all Cowboys fans. They just go for the experience. You know what I'm saying?
They're not even football fans. So these are not even wrestling fans. They're just going there to be a part of the spectacle.
Yeah.
You understand?
That famous influencer guy, Bradley Martin or whatever, he does YouTubes and shit. He was on the Nelk Boys for a little. He was there and he was like, I'm not a wrestling fan at all, but that shit was awesome. So
see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right now, the fan, like I said last week, the fan is all about being a fan in pro wrestling, not liking pro wrestling, but just being a fan in attendance at a pro wrestling show.
Yeah.
That's where everything is going.
Yeah.
That's all the new shit now.
All right, bro. I got 2 more, both from AEW. Did you see the Nature Boy Ric Flair, bro? Did you hear about this?
No. Okay. I know him. He's talking shit about JR.
Bro, so he says, so JR announces his fucking cancer.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair goes, Jim Ross will always be Jim Ross, seeking attention. Focus on your recovery. God damn, bro. So then he gets a lot of backlash online. Ric Flair does. And he tweets again. He deleted that first tweet for sure. And he's like, I try to be nice to everyone. God knows that I've spent more money on spilt liquor 1 year than people have in their lifetime. I tried being nice. And this is the last message to everyone. I got more money than I got time. Go fuck yourselves. My boy Nature's going crazy. Woo!
Yeah. The motherfucker said, I make $3 million a year doing nothing.
$3 million a year doing nothing, bro. Selling some Nature Boy weed and shit, bro.
This is Nature Boy weed. What?
Yeah, he got Nature weed, bro.
Oh, shit. Listen, where I work at, they have all types of stories about Nature Boy because how
crazy
rude this dude can be, how misogynist he can be towards women. I know this is people who, their own experience tell me about this shit. I said, wow.
Yeah.
Now, Ric Flair, I don't know where he's coming from, but my man JR just said he has terminal cancer. He just put it out there. If anybody's wondering why he wasn't on AEW, because he does have a job.
Yeah.
For Ric Flair to jump out the goddamn trees and just like say he wants attention. Nah, bro, I don't think he wants that type of attention, bro. I don't care who you are. Nobody.
I think he was just letting people know. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. Ric
It
Flair,
sounded like Ric Flair wanted attention. That's what that was, bro.
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Now, Ric Flair, this is what is true came true to say in Batman, bro. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. And that's what we're seeing with Ric Flair right now, bro. Ric Flair, wild, man. He's wild, bro. He is wilding, man.
I spent more on spilt liquor than you have, bitch.
And I hate that. I hate when people who already like established and famous and they got a lot of money, they go to that well. Like they go in that well. They go in that well. Oh, I got more money than all you. Of course you do, motherfucker. That's why you're famous. You dumbass shit. The hell?
Shit was crazy, bro.
That is dumbass shit, bro.
My last one. We got AEW MVP. He said he would want to represent Red Velvet. I don't know who that is, but Chris Statlander or Megan Bayne. Which one would you like to see him?
I don't see him a fit with Megan Bayne.
I don't think Megan Bayne needs him. That's what I think.
I can kind of see him with Statlander, but I think Red Velvet probably be the best choice.
Yeah.
Maybe
for sure.
Maybe the first honorary female member into the Hurt Syndicate. Okay, they never had a female members before.
Yeah.
But since we're gonna talk about MVP, let's go ahead and talk about MVP. What he said about Triple H.
There we go. That racist motherfucker.
That's what he said. He said it without saying it.
Yeah.
He beat around the bush. I mean, he said everything but actually Triple H is a fucking racist. Yeah. This is what he was saying. And I never knew that Triple H and MVP had beef like that, bro.
Yeah.
Apparently, MVP don't got no love for Triple H like that, bro.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts?
Well, my thing, I text you because like he was talking about how Bobby Lashley's this star, blah, 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 blah. But like I text you, people brought up online, Bobby Lashley was doing pose-offs with Austin Theory under Vince. So like Vince didn't see Bobby Lashley as that star no more. They were posing for the U.S. Championship being mid-carders, bro. Come on, bro.
I can't agree with you on that because Vince McMahon is the one who put that title on Bobby Lashley twice. The WWE Championship. He put it on Bobby Lashley twice. So he saw some kind of star power to put the strap on him twice.
Yeah.
How many times Triple H put the strap on Bobby? 0.
There wasn't much time, though, before his release. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a lot of time. Like, he did the, like, kind of Hurt Business revamp with the Street Profits, but that fizzled out real quick. Mm-hmm. And then Bobby was gone. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
let me ask you this. What % chance do you think Triple H doesn't like black people?
I honestly don't feel like he has a disdain towards black people. I just think Triple H is doing what he thinks is best for business.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. Now, is there a correlation and a like, oh shit, like, okay, why? You could see it that way if you wanted to. I mean, you could do that to anything in life. You can make a connection to some shit that ain't there and make you believe some shit that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I think Triple H, they got bigger problems on their hand. First of all, let's go ahead and talk about how Monday Night Raw last week was the lowest fucking rated Raw they had since Netflix, and it keeps going down.
It's going down. It's not going up.
Okay. Now, where is all these damn these rating experts and these criticizers when AEW was doing these boo-boo ratings, but now Raw's doing boo-boo ratings, you don't hear nothing, bro. See, again, make it make sense. Let's talk about how people think that Mariah May is doing something bigger by going from leaving AEW to going WWE.
But like she's taking a demotion or like going to NXT?
She's getting promoted.
Okay.
But let me tell you something, guys. She took a whole lot more less money to go to NXT.
Yeah, probably. Again, most likely.
It's gonna be these type of wrestlers coming up pretty soon because TKO gonna trim the fat. It's gonna be the wrestlers who's like, hey, this is what they offer you guys. We'll give you less pay and a WrestleMania moment. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be wrestlers who already had the WrestleMania moments. They're gonna say, hey, I don't need the WrestleMania moments. I need more money. So let me hop my ass to AEW. So it's always gonna be a flip-flop of the flop match. Now, again, remember I told you earlier about MJF? How I think he might be in WWE. Now that I say this and shit, I don't know. Maybe he might not because he's like, if he getting the money he making at AEW, he gonna go to WWE and make significantly less money.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll take it just for a WrestleMania moment? Do you think he'll take it?
No, MJF won't take it. But to me, Tony Khan's gonna quit paying people so much the bigger they get. You know what I'm saying? It's like Live Golf stole all those golfers from the PGA, paid them hundreds of millions of dollars as signing bonuses, but now contracts are coming up, And Liv's like, we're not paying you that shit no more. Like, we're not giving you those signing bonuses no more. So it's like, initially you want to pay a lot of people to get you over here. But then once you start getting bigger, you're like, I'm not paying you that much no more.
And this is why Will Ospreay, Okada, they were offered WWE contracts.
Yeah.
They turned them down. You know why?
Got paid more by Tony Khan.
They got more money by Tony Khan, but check this out, though. How are you going to impress anybody who was in New Japan and they put on these massive Tokyo Dome shows or WrestleMania, bro? They like, that's cool. I know it's WrestleMania, but we did the Tokyo Dome. So at this time, I don't need a big company to make me a big name. I'm going to be a big name regardless of the company, period.
Yeah.
And that's what happened with Ospreay.
Look
at him.
Yeah.
He didn't need WWE to become a big name. Now, and he got money. He got a lot of money.
He got some money. He
was already a millionaire before the WWE offered him a contract, and he wrestled in front of fucking 60,000 fucking people in the Tokyo Dome. WrestleMania to him is like, yeah, it's cool. Right now, Will Ospreay remind me of that dude from the streets, bro. He likes the art of pro wrestling, the grind of it. That's what he is. I'm telling you, bro, there are two types of pro wrestling fans. And it's always been this way. You got your sports entertainers, you got your pro wrestling fans.
Yeah. Mariah May was sports entertainment.
Mariah May is a sports entertainer. She took less money to go over there because she wants to be in the WWE because she likes the way how that stuff goes. Not a knock to her. I wish her all the success. And matter of fact, I think within a year's time, she's going to be one of the biggest names in WWE's women's division. I guarantee.
Yeah, I think she'll be NXT champion in like less than 2 months for sure.
Shit, I don't even want to see her NXT champion. I want to see her just go straight to the main roster, bro.
Yeah.
Because she can do it. Man.
Yeah.
So
I think they're putting her in NXT right now because, like I always say, Triple H and the booking in WWE booked so far in advance, there was nowhere to pencil her in right now. That's just my opinion.
Well, no, you're right. There's no way to pencil her in right now because this is like such a random
and then
thing.
People would call her a jobber. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, they're not utilizing her right. So they're like, let's just put her in NXT and let her work.
I'm telling you,
let her work a little, bro.
This is a good time right now. This is a weird time to be a wrestling fan because I literally just like 5 months ago, people were shitting on AEW like it was no tomorrow.
Oh, people still shitting on it. People still shit on it.
But guess what? That shit is getting more quieter.
Yeah.
Ain't as loud as it was. Bro, it was a time on our time feed. I'm looking through it on YouTube. I see nothing but this negative AEW shits. Yeah. Now, that shit is lesson. Unless you go out the name of JDNY. Unless you that fucker right there.
He's shitting on both companies now, bro. He's ridiculous. He's shitting on both companies right now.
Oh, he has no choice but to.
Yeah.
He has no choice but to.
He's like, that's shit, everything's shit. I'm like, bro, just stop watching wrestling, bro. You don't like it. Like, I just don't think he likes anything.
He needs to go back into his cave. You know what I'm saying? The way this boy be on the mic and his hunchback, it look like he got no Quasimodo. Bro, he needs to go back in his cage, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get back in your cage. Don't get back in the cage.
He just hates everything. It's crazy. It's insane.
That motherfucker wake up, hate. I wake up with hate, boy. I hate it. What I'm gonna hate today?
Yeah.
He like the hate, bro. That's his gimmick. That's JD from NY's gimmick. The hate.
Yeah.
I'm the hate man. That's who I am. I'm the hate man. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk shit. I don't give a goddamn about this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Shit, man. But like, hey, man, it is what it is. But I tell you what, WWE, if TKO keeps going on the same route, they're going to lose the majority of their fan base. Just like UFC. Bro, it was a time where motherfuckers be talking about, hey, man, you gonna see the fight tonight?
Yeah, not anymore.
Where you gonna watch it? Hooters, Dave and Buster's, like people trying to find places to watch the UFC fight.
Packed.
Bro, I don't hear nobody saying that shit no more.
No one does it, bro. No one does it. And it could be stars, it could be TKO. We don't know. Lack of stars.
Bro, man, you said it earlier. You said TKO is pushed out the big contract stars.
Yeah.
And now they got some up and coming people they're putting the money behind, but they ain't paying them like that.
Yeah.
The same thing's gonna happen to WWE, bro. They're gonna take out the AJ Styles. And again, Karrion Kross, my guy, please, man.
We'll see what happens.
If there is a chance that comes about and they say, hey, we don't need you no more over here, we're gonna get rid of you and stuff. I hope it doesn't, because I know for you like the WWE. But if there's a chance, please consider going to AEW. They will give you more creative control over your character. I guarantee you can do bigger things in AEW than they allow you to do in WWE.
That's where he wants to be, though. He said it. That's where he want to be.
Hey, It don't look like it's going too well right now, though. Ooze. Think about this, bro. This dude is the #1 selling shirt for the last 2 months almost in WWE, but he still can't get a fucking match. He still can't get an angle. He still can't get a storyline worth a damn on anything, bro. What's the holdup, bro?
Yeah, it's
What's the
crazy.
holdup?
I'm telling you, storylines, they book it so far in advance, bro. I'm telling you, if we get to SummerSlam and he ain't got shit, that's when we got a problem. That's when we got a problem.
Okay, like I told you, if it ain't nothing cracking after SummerSlam,
was it August
time,
or July? August, I think it is. We just gotta wait till August.
That's some bullshit, though.
Or a month before August to get that storyline cooking.
That's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they pricing out their fan base. They're losing their fan base. TKO has completely ruined wrestling. Not John Cena. TKO is doing it, and they fucking up WWE. I'm telling you, bro.
John Cena gonna announce he's a board member too. See, I told you I was ruining wrestling, motherfuckers.
That motherfucker jump on TKO, bro.
He bought those Vince stocks, bro. He bought those Tony Khan stocks. That'd be hilarious.
He's over here talking about something. They talking about let's get R-Truth chant started. Okay, well, let's get a fucking TKO chant started.
Y'all should have got R-Truth started before he got released.
You should have got him started about 10 years ago. You should have started that damn chant 10 years ago. Yeah. So now they're saying his Ron Cena shirt is sold out, bro.
I bet because they ain't making no more.
These motherfuckers put Easter eggs in front of our face and we didn't even know it. The farewell tour, it was Ron's Truth.
It really was. The last time you see me, you can't see me after this. The last time. That's true, bro.
Crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey, it is what it is at the end of the day because it's a business, right? But I'm telling you, hey, people kind of got on us when we put that post out where we said, is the money grab of TKO will be the success for AEW? It look like it's going that way, bro.
It's going that way.
It look like it's going that way.
Yeah.
So
AEW just got to keep delivering. That's it. Just keep
delivering. But you know what? Oh, another word on the street. So this is what I was going to say. Why has the AEW product been the way it's been? Now, word on the street is 2 former WWE writers has joined the writing team for AEW. I don't know their names, but that's why we call word on the street. It could be true, it couldn't be. But I'm just letting you know, if that is true, it wouldn't surprise me because I've seen the turnaround their product.
They're doing more storytelling. They're doing more promos. You got to do it. More backstage segments. It's looking more WWE-esque, y'all.
But it's better because they got the goddamn matches. They got the backbone. The matches.
The fillers. Banging. Yeah. For sure.
Fucking banging. So, hey, I don't know what's going to happen, but I would not be. The more I keep thinking about this shit, what Vince Russo say, what if this motherfucker is true, though? What if Coach and that boy is true? What if one day
they've been wrong a lot? So they've been wrong a lot. So I'm not putting any weight on it.
What if the fucking clock, a broken clock, is wrong right twice a day?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So what if these motherfuckers actually hitting on something, and one day these motherfuckers come out and say Triple H is stepping down and Dwayne The Rock Johnson stepping in?
Ugh, it's terrible. We'll see. We'll see, bro. That's all we can say. We'll see. Got anything else? But
we will. Let me see. Nah, that's pretty much it right there, bro. That's pretty much it right there, Ooze.
All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, down here. Peace. 404.
We out.